Hold a magnet in your hand. Invisible force. Silent pull. It does not shout. It does not chase. It simply attracts what carries a similar charge. Welcome to Regulate and Rise with Khyati Adlakha, a space where we explore the unseen forces shaping our inner world. A magnet does not randomly pull everything toward it. It responds to polarity, to alignment, to resonance, and so do we. Notice the patterns in your life. Certain conversations repeat, certain dynamics reappear, certain emotional tones feel familiar even when the people change. You may find yourself wondering, why does this keep happening? But perhaps a different question is more useful. What energy am I carrying that keeps interacting with similar energy? This is not about blame, it is about awareness. A magnet does not choose consciously, it simply expresses its charge. If you walk into a room carrying defensiveness, you may meet resistance. If you carry constant urgency, you may attract pressure. If you carry unspoken resentment, you may interpret neutrality as hostility. Your internal state quietly shapes your interactions more than we often realize. This does not mean you control everything. It means you influence more than you think. Magnets also repel. When your internal steadiness grows, some dynamics naturally loosen. When your boundaries become clearer, certain tensions lose their intensity. When the need for validation softens, the urge to impress fades with it. Polarity shifts, attraction shifts. Even your body reflects this principle. When your posture contracts, your presence contracts with it. When your spine lengthens, something opens. When your tone steadies, conversations often settle. Subtle changes create different responses. So instead of asking, why does this pattern repeat? Consider another question. What charge am I carrying into this moment? Pause before your next important interaction. Not to rehearse, but simply to notice your inner state. Is there tension, expectation, assumption? Allow your breath to slow. Let your shoulders soften. Stabilize your tone. Then step into the conversation. Magnets do not force attraction, they embody it. The next time a familiar dynamic begins to unfold, pause for a moment and notice your own charge first. Not to judge it, not to change it immediately, simply to recognize it. Because when your inner polarity shifts, what you engage with begins to shift as well. Not instantly, but consistently. Your emotional field matters. Strengthen it, steady it, refine it, and let what aligns with that steadiness draw closer, while what does not gradually loses its pull. This is not mystical, It is relational physics. What you embody influences what you encounter. So this week, notice one repeating pattern in your life. Not to correct it immediately, not to analyze it endlessly. Just observe the charge you bring into that moment. Because when awareness enters the pattern begins to loosen. And when your inner charge becomes steadier, what you attract begins to change. This is how we regulate, and this is how we rise.